It has been more than 7 years since 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Libby German went for a hike near a bridge in Delphi, Indiana, and never came home. Searchers found the girls' bodies about a half-mile away from a bridge the day after they went missing, which happened to be Valentine's Day of 2017. Investigators releasing a grainy image taken from a video on Libby German's phone. They would later classify the man in the photo as a suspect. And about a week after releasing the picture, police also releasing a haunting audio clip. The sight and sound of the alleged killer captured on the victim's phone during what was likely her last minutes of life, helping sear this crime into the public consciousness. People far and wide began seeking justice in this disturbing case. And finally, in October of 2022, police announcing they had arrested Richard Allen, charging him with double murder. It has been a complicated legal journey, though. And now Allen's trial is expected to begin tomorrow in Fort Wayne with jury selection. And we're bringing in attorney Mark Reichel to talk more about this case as it begins. Mark, thanks so much for joining us on this tonight.
Thank you, Natasha.
So we see jury selection happening in Allen County. This is remarkably not in Carroll County. This is not where the murders took place and where the trial will be picked up once a jury is selected. Do you think the distance will help eliminate bias in the jury pool, or is this case just way too high profile?
It's going to be real difficult. I mean, it can be done, but it's slow and methodical, and I think they're going to go through a lot of potential jurors. Because it's not just one thing, have you heard of it or been exposed to it or prejudiced against it. They'll try to rehabilitate them, honestly, and ask, some probing questions, serious questions. But, in light of what you've heard, can you be fair? Will you keep an open mind here? And, it's going to be laborious, but it'll get done.
Yeah, give us a couple more examples. What are these probing questions beyond? Do you think you can be unbiased? And someone says, yeah.
Oh, they'll go much deeper than that. They'll say, well, let me explain. You're going to, if you heard this, have you heard that? How did that make you feel? Didn't that form an opinion in your mind? What possibly could take that out of your mind? Let's talk about that. And, the judge will spend a lot of time explaining it's their duty, and that no matter what they may have had at their living room couch watching TV earlier, that wasn't their duty. They're now the most important part of the American judicial system, the jury, to keep an open mind, and they'll lecture them about how much work it is to get fair, but that they have to be.
Little has been officially released on the circumstances of Abby and Libby's deaths. Even the autopsy reports have been withheld. Why do you think prosecutors have not released a lot of this information ahead of the trial?
Well, it's tough for everyone, and it's tough for commentators like myself, to be honest with you, to try to figure out what's going on, and it must be really difficult for the families as well. Often, to me, that means they, are hoping to surprise the defense, and they're maybe hoping that, the element of surprise may help them. But on the other hand, it could be they just don't want to prejudice a jury pool, and they don't want to come out with grisly details or any real evidence linking guilt to this person. So as a result, they'll play it close to the vest. Those are the two things that may be going on.
And the judge has banned recording in the courtroom. This case will mostly be inaccessible to the public. What do you make of that decision, and do you think it's the right call? I mean, does the public, should they be able to bear witness to these proceedings, given this case is so high profile?
I do. The problem is that they'll worry that anybody's going to act because they know they're on TV or they know they're being watched and so forth. So witnesses may change how they're really going to act and talk. The attorneys may try it differently. The judge may try it differently. So, when you're under this, when we're all watching, or the fishbowl, so to speak, sometimes our appearance, we change how we would do things. So there's that aspect to it. But I'm a big believer in America. Truth makes us stronger. Let them in. Let them observe everything.
I know that we mentioned this here, that it has been a complicated legal journey. I mean, October of 2022 is when police announced the arrest of Richard Allen. Given how complex the road has been up to this point, do you think the trial will be fairly straightforward going forward, or do you think we're in for a lot of surprises here?
Natasha, honestly, I do think you're going to see more surprises. I think the defense is doing a lot of, really strident legal fighting, to be honest with you. And there's a lot going on about these statements that, confessions he made a couple of years into being in prison and so forth, his declining mental state. There were other, potential suspects that the police interviewed as well. And so It is not going to be straightforward, if you ask me. The judge will obviously try to keep it relevant. We all know about this third-party culpability or pointing the finger at someone else that the defense wants to do. The judge cannot keep all of that out. At some point, if it's relevant, it's going to have to come in.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.